Top Hill Recording Podcast, episode 160. Our special guest tonight, ENNA.
Just treat me right. No, I will cause a scene. I will not start a fight. I can't lie to you just one more time. Say I was dreaming and you are still mine.
Yeah.
That's how you open a podcast.
What's that one called?
That one's called Lie to Me.
Cool. Dig it.
Man, that was awesome. Well, hey, Top Hill Recording, episode 160, and this is a weird one for me, you guys. I know this is your all's first time in, and thank you all for coming, but this is a weird one because my co-pilot's not here tonight. I mean, it's even weirder that I got a bow pilot. My dusty bow pilot's here. So my special co-host for the next bit, man.
Yeah.
Thanks
Looking forward to it.
Dude, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, man.
So that's the type of stuff you get on this side. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
huh?
it's awesome. Yeah, very cool.
All right, you guys. So I've never been the one that has to drive the ship, so this is going to be wild for me. But if you would, everybody go around the room and introduce yourself.
My name is Anna or ENNA.
I'm Alan. I'm the guitar player.
My name is Ziad, and I play the drums, obviously.
I'm Austin. I play bass.
All right, so the way this works is this band is A to Z-ad, dude. Everybody's an A except for the Z-ad.
A to Z.
What? How did you see? You're a very quality drummer. Otherwise, you would not be in this group, man, because you ruined the A's. It was all A's. And they're like, you know what?
That's a sick band name, though.
Hey,
the
is
end of the
yeah,
alphabet.
that is a good band name.
Yeah.
That should be like a full-on drum percussion band. You know, if you ever want to have it's nothing but drums, maybe a xylophone or something else in there.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I would definitely be down for that side project.
There you go.
All right, Anna, I guess we'll start with you. The famous, not really famous question. What we always ask is, how did you get into music, and when did you know that it was going to be something that you just kind of had to do?
That's a good question. I kind of just came out of the womb singing, to be honest. I apparently was just like singing harmonies to songs in the backseat when I was a toddler. I've always known I wanted to do this. I started writing songs when I was 5. They weren't very
kidding.
quality, but
I don't think you judge quality at 5. You just go, holy shit.
Wow. Yeah.
they were cute. But yeah, and then I kind of got into musical theater, and I did that throughout college. And then once the pandemic hit, I had never shared any of the songs that I'd written, and I was being encouraged by people that I love. So
No kidding.
yeah,
So this is fairly new for you.
pretty much, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like it through the Spotify
No.
numbers or anything, and it certainly
Thank
doesn't sound like it. But it does. I guess you can hear the training.
Yeah, and that makes sense because I checked the first singles you released were in 2020, which gotcha.
Mm.
Cool.
Something
stuff.
that I was going to ask about, was the production of that stuff was really, really well done. And where did that, did you get the music from somewhere? Did you create the music? How did that come about? You have these songs. How did you build them?
Yeah, so the first song that I ever released, I mostly produced myself, which is why the quality's pretty different from the other ones.
What song was that?
Affirmation.
Oh, it's a great
Is that
one.
the demo?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it's a great one.
probably one of my faves. For
Oh, I
sure.
love
I was
it.
like,
actually
dude,
wrote that down
'cause
as my favorite one.
It's so stripped down. It's just the backbeat, basically.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That's
Affirmation.
favorite. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
funny
great
that you
tune,
say
man.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
hilarious.
I'm
Wow.
co-producing my EP that's going to come out. So I've been getting more into the production side, but the other songs, 2 were produced by Ken Coomer in Nashville. And then Not Jealous was produced by my friend Callan, and he's co-producing with me for the EP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ken's awesome. Used to play drums for Wilco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did some of Bendigo Fletcher stuff. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's great. Yeah.
Cool guy.
Wow. So that's high status for somebody that's just starting. How does that come about?
So I reached out to Laura Shine at WFPK,
Okay.
and I sent her Affirmation, and she played it on the radio, which was pretty cool. And then I forgot his name. I think it's Glenn Howard. I think
Glenn
that's his
Howerton.
name. Glenn Howerton.
Yeah.
Okay. He heard my song and then sent it to Ken, and then Ken reached out. So that's kind of how all of that went.
these names? Man? Dusty knows all this stuff.
Well, that's hilarious. Well, that's crazy. such a small world because that's how I know of Ken from coming in contact with Glenn Howerton.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good connector.
What a trip to have the first song you ever wrote or recorded to be
Seriously.
played on the radio.
I got lucky for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, but it's
I
well
don't know.
deserved.
I was gonna
Thank
say.
you. I appreciate that.
Is Glenn Howerton the dude from It's Always Sunny too?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Dennis Reynolds.
is that his?
I think his name's Glenn Howerton. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's Glenn Howard.
That's cool though.
I would Google it, but my phone is recording video right now.
I hope so.
We need an extra,
Nothing
like-
like it. Glenn's a class act.
We need a
There's nothing
Jamie.
like anybody in that show. That's hilarious. We'll look that up. We'll come back to that.
Yeah. You're the only one that has a phone that's Google.
you can actually look it up.
right
Yeah.
now.
You can look that up, man. That's pretty impressive.
Man.
That's crazy. So first, what made you go, I'm just going to send it and submit? What is it, the 50 Tunes? Is it right?
It is.
Are you serious?
Holy dude, that's crazy because I've been watching that show for
When you
years.
said that, I was like, wait, what? I thought you all meant him for a second.
Different man.
Yeah.
Different man, same name. It's a very common name, evidently. So you record that and you send it. Before we do all that, let's just give your dad a shout out. He is a musician. He's
Shout
been
out John Wesselman.
John's been playing forever, doing all kinds of music and does everything. So you do get it honestly. But when you get to the point where you are just now sharing your music, which is a very vulnerable position to be
For
in,
sure.
especially that song because it's very stripped,
Yeah.
which even more vulnerability. And you can hear all the lyrics, you can hear the tone, you can hear everything down to the minute detail. So was it just a pride in it after you finished it, or like What was it that gives you why not? I'm going to send it and see what happens.
I don't know. I think I was just really being encouraged by people. And so I just got confident. I was like, why not? We'll see what happens.
Worked out.
Yeah, that's kind of how I live my life. It's just kind of like, why not?
Go for it.
Let's
Good
see.
way to do it.
That is a good way to do it. All right. So another question after listening to the stuff that you did produce, I was interested to hear what it would sound like with the band.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, how's this translate?
Yeah,
You
some
know?
songs don't translate, I'll be honest. But
So,
most of them do.
So what do you do with those?
We just haven't played them. We've tried.
You have
But there's
tried.
like 2 that we were just kind of like, I don't know if this is going to work out.
So what do you do with those? Do you give up or do you keep thinking about it? Like,
2 of them are released. We Ran and Affirmation are just really hard to translate to a live band.
mhm.
But yeah, I still have them up. Still
Have you
love
heard
them,
of From A to Z? The
alter ego, the band.
man.
We
He
are
can
looking
hook
for
up the whole beat.
for sure.
Did I just pull a chord?
I don't know.
All right,
I think we're good.
I keep kicking chords tonight. It's not a good thing. I'm super nervous without Brad over there, I guess.
I'm sorry. I'll dress like him. I'll wear the Top Hill shirt.
Well, you already kind of look alike.
That's I think a pretty common thing though, as far as like when you release a song, sometimes it doesn't translate well, and like of course depends on your band and stuff like what you have. But there's been I think that's a pretty common thing sometimes. With
Right.
with a good amount of artists where it's like certain things just they're great on record, but then no, that was my cue to shut up.
Sandman, bring me a drink. What was the question? Did you have
No,
one?
I was just making a dumb statement.
Oh, no,
No, but I
statements
totally
are
agree
dumb.
with you because I wasn't really thinking about how it was going to translate when I was writing it or creating the production to it. I just kind of wanted what was in my head to come out. So
It actually makes me wonder because with the quick connections you make and the ability it seems like to have a way to write in different ways, which is super valuable to not be so one way of thinking, one mindset of here's how I write, here's the songs I write this style, or I write in this type of G run only, or these type of things. Do you feel that could leave you open to? You don't have to have a band. You don't have to do it just production. It gives you kind of a wide range of options, I guess.
yeah, I like the fluidity of it. And honestly, a long-term career goal is I'd love to write for other people. So I like kind of dabbling in different genres and different styles.
Huh. Well, the melody lines, I listen. I mostly listen music first. I'm a super music first, and not lyric first.
Can't relate.
Well, but I hear melody lines. Melody lines catch
Yeah.
me like an instrument, like a sax solo or something. And and maybe it's because most melody lines are pretty mundane or pretty what's going to happen or you feel like what's going to happen. And a lot of that with your stuff I didn't get. It is very fluid and plays like an instrument. And the tonality wise, I think is kind of the same too.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
It's just, did you feel that kind of I love a good melody line, man.
Yeah, it's far from like a basic pattern. The choices and notes you use are cool.
Choices. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alan, how about you, man? How'd you get started in all this music mess?
From the beginning? or
From
with
the
just
beginning, man. Give
top.
us a little, give a little bit.
Honestly, it started with my friend Austin with that bass.
Really?
He'd got a guitar for Christmas. You probably don't even remember this. He got a guitar for Christmas, and I was like, well, I got to get a bass now or something. So I bought it, and we sucked and never really formed a band or anything. That was probably 20 years ago now.
So that bass is a 20-year-old bass, and that was originally your bass.
Yeah. It still is, yeah.
Oh, it still is.
I just let him play it, yeah.
All right. So, did you know that? You didn't know that?
I mean, coincidentally, he got one around the same time. But we, we've just kind of we grew up down the street from each other. So we've just kind of been messing around, playing music together off and on for 20-ish years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all grow up?
Jeffersonville, right across the river.
Yeah.
My friend calls that God's country, but I don't believe him. Well, so what type of stuff did you guys grow up playing and listening to?
Well, first band I was in a death metal band, and kind of you
Right
know
on.
I've grown out of it. It's still fun to reminisce and
What
listen
was the
to.
name of the death metal band?
Prices on Our Heads.
Yeah.
You've had so my friend Bert, he was in that band with me. He was he's in Darlington, Paris. They were on here before.
Okay.
But
They're phenomenal.
yeah,
They're
they are.
phenomenal.
But did that for 3 or 4 years, and then kind of hadn't really done anything till this project. So
So were you just playing in the house, hanging out and doing your own
Yeah.
thing? Keeping on the skills, man. That's
Yeah, I
a
was
good
gonna
thing.
say it, yeah,
When
that's-
it comes calling, it's time.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right. Ziad, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
How'd you get started?
Well, I grew up like playing piano. Played piano when I was a kid. Hated it, like all kids do. Picked up the saxophone in middle school. Played that for 3 years. Hated it towards the end. And then in high school, my neighbor across the street got a drum set. I loved it immediately. I was super jealous. And I was like 15 or so at that time. Never took any lessons or whatever. But I would just like set up pillows in my room and like watch YouTube videos and like try to play like Dave Grohl, Nirvana stuff, and, like The Strokes.
Hell yeah.
And I also grew up listening to like a lot of hip hop and stuff too. So I would try to play like hip hop beats or whatever. Eventually got my own drum set, which my mom was not happy about. And I formed a band in high school with some of my friends. It was like a punk, ska, reggae band.
Oh, sweet. All
Named,
right.
named Green Means Go.
Green means go.
Yeah.
Where'd you
Nice.
grow up?
I grew up in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
And then in college, it just kind of progressed from there. Like all my friends were like music majors and stuff. So I kind of formed bands with them. And then it sort of turned more into like funk and jazz and hip hop, soul, R&B type stuff. And just kind of been playing in bands here and there all over the place ever since then. So
As soon as he said music majors, I knew jazz was going to be thrown in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
You can't play
Oh, here
anything
we-
else, man.
Jazz, damn it. All right, so I think we should hear another song.
I'd love
Yes.
So tell us about this next one we're going to hear.
Okay, this next song is called Not Jealous. This one is out on Spotify. I don't think any of the other ones are that we're going to play today. But
Okay.
yeah, so this is my
Whoa, we're
latest
getting like
release.
3 that are not on, that are new.
This was
Yeah.
the first one I think I heard of yours.
Okay.
It's like at least the top one on your Spotify
Yeah.
currently.
This is one of my favorite songs I've ever written.
Okay, awesome.
She eats peppers for the beta carotene. She's got perfect skin, her eyes are emerald green. I'm not jealous, I just wanna be her clone. Remove everything that makes me my own. When she walks in the room, they sing, "Here comes the sun." That she'd be their muse, inspire albums. They'd write songs about her hair, face, lips, tattoos. Only I'm still here, I forgot about me too. I'm not jealous, no I'm not. I'm not jealous, no I'm not. There she goes again, she floats down the hall. Goddess energy, she loves to watch them fall. They built her a throne to worship at her feet. What kind of friend am I? I never felt so mean. I don't know why you think that, yeah, I'm just sitting back, I'm watching a story unfold. I swear I'm not bitter, but I could just hit her. I'm tired of playing this role. Collateral damage, emotions unmanaged, and I'm losing control. But I feel no envy, you gotta believe me. I gotta break this hold that you have on me. That you have on me. She walks in the room, they sing, "Here comes the sun." Once my favorite song, now it hits too close to home. I'm not jealous, no I'm not. I'm not jealous, no I'm not.
Woo! All right, so tell me about that song.
That song is definitely about a friend I was very jealous of in college. We were very close friends, so I felt really guilty that I was jealous of her because I didn't want to be. But I don't know. It was just one of those things where we always got compared to each other, but I just felt like she was like the better version. So it's kind of satirical, but also kind of deep.
Inward for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is deep.
Yeah, I love how it goes from minor in the verses
Thank
to
you.
major. It's like it's a wonderful turn. You know what I mean? Like in moods, it's cool. Dig
I
it.
kind of drive producers a little crazy because I don't follow any like music theory stuff. I don't know any
Don't.
music theory.
Don't do
Do
it.
what you feel.
It's better not. I think it's better to do your own thing.
Yeah, and
Thank
then
you.
also going back to like what you were saying before about not worrying about how a song transitions live. Don't. You know
Yeah,
what I
this
mean?
one sounds totally different from the recording. I don't know if you noticed that, but like we just kind of did our own feel to it.
Yeah, it's great. And you can always change things up like that for a live
Yeah.
setting too. But yeah, great tune.
Well, you
Yeah.
said something earlier that was interesting. You said you just had to get it out. You know, you just were writing to get that out. Not that necessarily, but just, you know what I mean. And if you do that, I think you don't limit yourself. You don't have to worry about if the transition is correct in the terms of, you know, because when they don't, music majors would call that jazz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that.
Yeah. So just do your thing.
Thank you.
Agreed.
All right. So have you, and this is actually a question we were asking before, have you played out? Have you guys been out and about in town playing live gigs or doing any of that stuff?
Yeah, we played at Kaiju.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Now, when was that?
When was that? Was that in like November?
November.
Been a
Yeah,
minute?
yeah.
Okay.
It was an open mic though.
So why are we not like playing? What's the deal?
Alan had to-
I was like, he had a baby.
Yeah,
and
Alan
then-
going to have a baby.
Congratulations.
Like in the
Baby
middle of the
right
holidays.
afterwards.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I haven't reached out to places. I'm not sure where to reach out to, like which venues and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Be great at the Monarch.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We got a spot for you.
Okay, I'll take the
Yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of these guys, how'd you hook up with these guys?
Facebook.
Right
Yeah.
You just sent out a message or something. Hey,
Yeah,
looking for
because
musicians.
I reached out to like all of my music friends in Louisville, but pretty much everyone's either moved away or like was just way busy.
Mhm.
So I just resorted to Facebook and I found Alan and Ziad, and then Alan knew Austin. So
Well, they grew
It
up right
worked
down
out
the street from
perfectly.
each other, so
Yeah.
of course
Awesome.
not.
and my stepsister, she sings with us sometimes too.
Okay, and she
Yeah.
couldn't be here tonight.
No.
Okay.
She's working.
Right on. So
Shout
that's
out, Olivia.
wild. That's the first Facebook matchup that's worked out.
Truly.
I got really lucky for sure.
That's wild for real. I mean, that's generally you wouldn't know, you wouldn't think that that's how it comes about.
I
But
was
that's
very
really
terrified
really cool.
to meet up with you guys. I'm not gonna lie, but it worked out.
Yeah.
So it is going to be at a public rehearsal space. We're meeting at Doo-Wop Shop in the room.
We went to your
It's gonna be on the
basement.
I was
road.
gonna say that the first time she came over and Ziad came over, it was in my basement. I was like,
Yeah.
come to my
Come to
basement.
the basement.
Follow me.
I can't get dudes in my band because I live up here. They're like, nah, it's too far and it's creepy. I'm not coming in the woods to play music with you. So hey, good on you for making it happen. So yeah, all right. So I would just say it's time to start. You got to get out there.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
definitely
agree.
time. No, I mean not to say that the kid isn't, but you can do early gigs, because I think you don't have to do the 10 to 2 thing. That's a nightmare.
Yeah, it is.
It's a nightmare.
It is.
It's a
I go to bed
grind.
at like 11.
Yeah. So and especially like if it is this is another personal opinion. I don't know if it's about the art, it's not about the money. It's nice to go out and make $100 to play the 4-hour gig. If as a band, that's what you're going to make. You're going to make $100 to go somewhere and play for a night that's exhausting. Or you can go, look, we're chasing a passion. The money's not important. We'll be on a slot. Like, I don't know what you did at Kaiju. I don't know if it was just a slot or if you had to play the full night. But, you can get the 30-minute set, the 45-minute set. If we walk away where we make nothing, how many people got to hear us, Especially, I think your stuff is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. And it's not like a lot of stuff that you hear, especially in a live setting.
Yeah. No, and around here as well. Like, I mean,
Right.
there's bands I've know of from like Los Angeles and New York that have the kind of you got like it reminds me a little bit of Lake Street Dive. You got
Love
like
Lake Street Dive.
Yeah, it shows. It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, and I mean they're great. But yeah, so you would stand out for sure. Get out there, play some more, man.
Yeah, I annoy them all the time. I want us to play Baby Don't Leave Me Alone with My Thoughts by Lake Street Dive. Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
all right, that can be part of the set.
Yeah.
So work it up. Work it up. So, all right. So I guess the another topic of discussion was the name of the band there for a little bit, huh? We got to at least
For sure.
just bring up vegan cheesecake.
Right?
Tell you. So that was when we were coming in here tonight. So here's what I thought. Okay. Number one, I knew it was John's daughter, so I'm thinking we're going to have some 17-year-old kid or
Hey, I
18-year-old.
bought root beer because you told me it was going to work 21.
So that's why that was out last. I was wondering.
I showed up with a 12-pack of A&W root beer.
I'm not in charge of the communications. But I did think, all right, John's daughter, how old can she be? And then I remembered how old my daughter was. I'm like, okay, it makes sense now. So, and I was like, all right, we got this kid band coming in. So that's why I was so excited to be able to drink bourbon when I saw a bunch of adults. I forgot what I was talking about
The
completely.
name of the band.
Oh, yeah.
Vegan
So
cheesecake.
vegan cheesecake, I'm thinking kid band named Vegan Cheesecake. And then I said, meet you guys. And then all right, so are we sticking with, what are we doing here? It's important.
What are we?
What are we?
I've seen pictures of vegan cheesecake, and I know you're not that because that.
So when I first started as an artist, I went by the name Anna Kareen. And then I went through this whole process where I asked my TikTok people like what they thought I should change my name to. And we debated between ENNA and Vegan Cheesecake. So I chose ENNA since like as a solo artist, that kind of made more sense. But I was also forming the band at the same time. And so I was like, oh, well, Vegan Cheesecake can just be the band. But then it got confusing because now there's ENNA and Vegan Cheesecake and all of the music on like streaming platforms is under my name. So
Okay.
yeah. So we're probably just going to go with ENNA. I think I feel weird about that because we're
Yeah.
more than just me. But I don't know.
It could be ENNA and the A to Z ads.
There we go.
I'm liking the ideas coming out of you.
Yeah.
I agree with everything.
Yeah, we've talked about like ENNA and the vegan cheesecakes
first
or something
person
like
ever.
that. But
And that can you can always add those things on later too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're the singer, you write.
I do write all the
You
songs.
write the songs too. So I mean, it's like clearly they don't mind playing with you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah.
Like that's I vote. I think that's a good call.
Got my vote.
Yeah.
I'm not in the band, so I don't think it matters.
just
but-
ENNA, is that what you guys are
Yeah,
voting
yeah.
for? Okay,
For sure.
heard.
Plus, that's where I found you on Spotify. That's definitely
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
spot
Yeah.
for
It's
certain.
short, it's simple. Yeah.
Fits easy on flyers and stuff. Yeah.
All right, you guys. So this is, I think, if I didn't do this, I'd get hit by a ruler at the end of the evening by my co-host, not this one. All
the actual.
right, so the latest thing that we're doing is 3 questions. All right, this is for everybody too. So, all right. So number 1, what is something non-musical that people should know about you?
I was really hoping only one person would have to answer, and it wasn't going to be me. Okay, so this isn't that exciting, but I majored in psychology, and I also studied neuroscience in college.
I've been wondering why she's been looking at us like that, dude. She's been judging
Psychoanalyzing
us.
Judging out everything that's wrong with the two of us.
I know what's wrong with these guys. All right. All right. Cool.
That is cool.
Thank you.
And you graduated.
I did graduate.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Graduated
I
once.
graduated in 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
And then you
The
started
cursed
playing
year.
music.
Yeah.
2020. Oh, gosh. Did you get a walk?
The next year. Yeah.
How many people didn't show up? It's like, I
Oh,
don't care.
so many.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah, I
did.
only went to see my friends,
Right
to be
on.
honest.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
family didn't even come. Like, I just was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I graduated a year ago. Like, it's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
All right, Alan. Something non-musical about you.
I'm gonna kind of copy her and go with my day job. I'm a geologist.
Whoa,
that's
that's
awesome,
awesome. Dude, so you could like go out in the creek back here and tell me all
Yeah.
the cool stuff?
Rad.
Ah, man, we need to take him on a hike behind your house.
Now we're
Oh,
getting
the
weird.
fossils
You're
and
sticking
everything.
around after the
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah,
so
it's like,
there-
all right, hey, where do you want to
We're
go in the
holding him
woods?
for a
Down the
minute.
bottom,
That's
down the
real
creek?
weird.
This, Sounds like a Facebook ad.
You can come to my basement after.
All right, Ziad, something non-musical about you, man.
Something people should know about me.
I don't know about that. That sounds deeper than my question.
Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is I just got an air fryer. It's totally changed my life.
Oh my God.
Chicken,
Amen, Ziad.
like
Amen.
chicken shawarma.
That
every
might be the
night,
fact
man.
of the night.
Neil has air fried some stuff for me and like blew.
Dude.
I was like, oh my God, that is like the best freaking.
It's
It's a game changer.
What is French fries?
everything.
Sure.
Everything. You
No,
can cook a full
anything.
turkey in those things. I'm convinced. Dude, air fryers are amazing. They
Sure
are
they are.
life changing. I'm really excited for you. Things are.
I've been cooking some killer chicken shawarma like every night. It's a problem.
everything.
If anyone out there
Sounds
is feeling
amazing.
it, let me know.
That sounds amazing.
I'm feeling it in this room right now,
All right,
man.
we're getting the recipe.
I mean, telling you.
Like we got two doctors, and then the air fryer is the funnier,
No,
the
it's-
more interesting highlight of
I
the.
mean, geology is cool, but do you have an air fryer? Then you.
I feel.
man.
Well, I should say because
Hold
Anna
up.
just looked at me, but I am also a doctor. So
Oh my
He's a
God!
literal doctor.
Actual
wow.
doctor.
I wanted to go with the air fryer thing.
Air fryer's way more interesting, to be honest with you.
He delivered my baby.
What?
It's also his baby.
No, wait. That's not a fact. That's false. Okay.
I wanted to bring
I
it
was
up.
like,
Would you have
holy
done
shit.
it for free?
I
I
guess
would have done it for free. Yeah.
the real question is, how can you have a baby without having an air fryer?
Air fry the bottle.
That should have been a baby gift. One of those.
Way better than a toaster.
Yeah, don't give me
Oh, that's a
diapers.
marriage.
Give me an air fryer.
Give me an air fryer.
Austin.
Yeah. Like this is
Work
the
for NASA?
interesting thing about me.
What's going
Honestly, no, my job's pretty boring. I have two little boys. They're pretty interesting. They're crazy. They're like one's almost 3, the other one's a year old. So yeah.
Dude, that's a great age gap. I've got a 16 and an 18-year-old boys, and they love each other. They grew up great together, and they actually are like nice to each other. It's weird.
Yeah,
Think
we
about
were.
it.
I thought they were gonna hate each other, but they get along really well.
No.
So,
Even when
yeah.
they hate each other, it's brotherly hate. It's like, I hate you. Give me a hug. I love you. All right, number 2. My God, Brad, I can't read your writing, man. Tell us about. What's that say?
A nightmare gig.
Oh, that's nightmare. Okay, yeah. Do y'all have, or I guess
Or
this
an
can be a
embarrassing thing that had
collective
happened.
nightmare
on stage.
gig situation, on stage situation, or anything embarrassing like that. It doesn't sound like there's been a lot of stage time though, other than maybe musical theater.
Did some track sets before I met the band. Those were all a little nightmarish, but
Oh,
yeah.
you sang along with the track.
Yeah. It wasn't great.
Really?
Nothing super bad happened. I was pretty fortunate.
They
It was just a
can-
little awkward,
yeah.
just like me with the track behind
Oh,
me.
like it shows?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
where at?
My dad actually was on stage with me at Headliners, and I introduced him as John because I was just like, I need someone to like hit play at the right time. So,
So
DJ
he's your
John.
DJ?
Yeah.
This is DJ
and he like pretended to
John.
play the keyboard. I'm sorry,
You
Dad,
could
I'm
go as
selling you out,
Dijon.
but
This is DJ.
Dijon.
This is Dijon.
it definitely wasn't a nightmare. It went well. It was just kind of awkward.
Just different.
Yeah.
That talk about vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's no thanks, dude. Could you imagine? I guess you probably could because you're, dusty. I couldn't imagine not having a guitar.
No. Well, I mean,
I'm
without
sure you've done it before,
without
but it's
a
terrible.
without a band or anybody like playing instrumentation, like that would be.
Ah.
That's one thing I have like a big admiration for. When a hip hop artist or a lot of pop artists will be on stage and they won't have a band with them. They're playing or singing to a track. It's like that's a lot on you.
A lot. There's nowhere else. Oh, it's definitely a lot. There's nowhere else to look.
Yeah.
So.
All
Yeah.
right, dude, if you ever do it again, can I be the guy that repeats your lines and stuff? You know
Wait.
the hype man that comes behind you? Yeah. And then I'll sing whatever line you said.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm
You're
100% in. You know what? I thought of it. I just really in the moment thought of my nightmare gig.
I would love to hear it.
I didn't think I,
I
had
would too.
one, but I have one, and it isn't a gig. You took me there because it was a microphone and a wedding.
Mm.
All right. So I had to sing a wedding with a backing track, and I had to sing it with another person, right? And it was From This Moment by Shania Twain and Brian White. And dude, Brian White's part is higher than Shania Twain's. It's crazy high. So I had that part. And we didn't see each other until the day of the wedding.
Oh, man.
So we didn't sing at one time, dude. It was awful. I like, we did it the first time. And, you know, she's a good singer and I'm okay.
You're a good singer.
I'm good enough to like do it. It was so bad because it's all harmonies. And I just remember running out of there. Not really, but just leaving that place going, I don't know if I can do this anymore. And then I found out the next thing I heard, that lady died. Not that lady who was with me, but the bride. So I killed her. I feel like I was part of that. I feel like I may have killed that lady. Do you think I did?
I don't think you did.
Okay.
I think you can let that go.
Have you carried that guilt with you?
Let that guilt go, man.
It's been 15 years of hell. No, the story's true.
Man.
The guilt wasn't. But I do feel sorry for the family.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Might edit all that out.
I don't think we should.
It's not going anywhere. Any of you guys had any nightmare situations that you've had to deal with on stage that didn't involve rocks or babies?
I'm in a cover band and
What band?
Jack Jaw.
Okay.
JAKJAW.
Jack
I
Jaw.
love that name. Jack Jaw.
But yeah, it was about a month ago. I played the song in the totally wrong key.
What's
It was When I Come Around by Green Day.
Oh, where you got a half step
Half
down.
step.
The crowd was drunk and we're like, hey, we're gonna do that one again, and they're just like, yeah. They're into it. So
The rest of the band's like, whenever you can come around and play in the right chord, that'd be great.
Well, it was I've got like 3 guitars on stage, so I had the wrong guitar.
Oh,
It was in the wrong
struggling.
tuning.
Oh,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Damn.
Oh, dude. That's awful. That is awful. I did that when we played last time because dude, so I don't know, it's no secret. Brent plays a
I
half
didn't even
step
notice.
down. And I was playing the bass
I
in
was playing
standard
half step
tuning.
down.
Oh, you
I might
leave yours
even-
in
What's that?
Do you leave yours a half step down?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, and it hurts my soul, but I do it from time to time for Brent.
I made Neil do
He
it.
made me. Now I do it on weddings and funerals so I can sing the songs.
Speaking singing.
Yeah. Anyway, I forgot what we were talking about, but yeah,
Nightmares.
that, the wrong note, wrong song, wrong key. Everything's wrong. This is wrong. You guys, anything crazy that sticks out?
I feel like the gig itself wasn't a nightmare, but in high school, my reggae band, Green Means Go, we opened for a band called Dr. Acula.
Dude, are you serious?
That's
Dr.
a great band,
Acula.
man.
Yeah, we opened for some
They're
like,
like grindcore.
yeah,
We saw them like way back in the day.
well, I don't like them anymore. But, well, after the show, the lead singer at the time, I don't know, I forget exactly what was going on, but he was pretty drunk, I think. And I was like 16 or something. And we were like outside the venue, like downtown Toledo. And he was like getting into it with one of the guitarists in my band's like girlfriend. We're all 16.
Was he biting people?
He was like, he was just like talking a lot of trash, and I don't know if we can curse on this podcast.
kick your ass.
Yeah. He was just talking a lot of, shit talking her and that kind of thing, and they were kind of getting into it. And then I forget what happened, but she like made some comment, and I like went up to stand next to her, and I guess he thought that I was her boyfriend or something, and he just like punched me in like. I can't even say the face because it was so like drunkenly weird. It was like in the back of the head. And we just started scrapping like 16-year, and I was like tiny. I was like 90 pounds.
Oh.
I'm just like scrapping with this grown man. Mohawk tattoos. I don't know what's going on, but
Wow.
yeah, so I don't like Dr. Acula.
I was going to
Well,
say, I
I
don't
hope-
like them either.
Yeah.
I hope they never get
Screw
booked
those
again.
guys.
Dr. Acula, please stop playing music for the remainder of your existence. Thank you.
Stop drinking, jerk.
Stop drinking.
He's gonna live forever.
Drink
though.
the blood, not the
Yeah, you
bird.
have
Why
to.
you were on the bill? Why are you even playing with? Okay.
Got anything?
No, I don't. This is like the first band that I've like the first real band I've been in. I've mostly just like play guitar as a hobby and stuff at home. So since high school, I was doing like marching band and stuff. But
Okay. What did
this is
you
the
play in
first-
marching band?
I played like a marching baritone. It just looked like a huge trumpet.
Okay. My youngest plays Barry sax and did the marching band, that stuff for a few years, man. That stuff translates. If you hear it, you can play it. I mean, it super translates all the way across the board. All right, one more. What's the last one? Oh, all right. Last local band or artist that you've listened to.
Okay. I've been listening to Shimona a lot. I actually went
Shimona.
to high school with her. She's super cool. She's an indie artist, and I would recommend the song Hacked, I think. It's a really good song.
What is it?
Hacked.
Hacked.
I also like I'm on Fire.
Shimona. I'm writing that
Is
down.
Coda the guitar player in that
Yeah.
band? Coda.
Oh.
Yeah. Coda's been on here. Coda.
Yeah, did he mention her?
Oh, okay.
That sounds.
Kona
That name
Batiste.
sounds
Yeah.
familiar. Yeah, Coda was on here a few weeks ago.
They just
Oh, cool.
they just
yeah,
played somewhere. I think.
I saw
Probably.
it.
I feel like she's good at booking shows. I need to like take
That's
notes.
who you talk to.
Yeah.
And plus, Coda, you'd probably fit in that vein too,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
That'd be a
I'll say our
good. That'd be a
style's
good
somewhat
show.
similar. Yeah.
That'd be a good
yeah.
show.
He was awesome, man.
Yeah, that'd be a really cool show. All right,
Last local band I went and saw was Comforter.
Comforter. All right, I don't know them. I'm gonna have to get
I'm not familiar
familiar.
with them either.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
What are they? What kind of music?
I would say hardcore based on
No.
Alan. No.
I don't know, like a lot of reverb, delay.
Okay, like
Like
kind of
chillers?
shoegaze or
Yeah,
or
kind of. I don't know. You just have to listen to them.
cool
They're cool.
comforter. Right on.
Comforter.
Honestly, I've only lived here a few months. Well, I
Really?
guess, like maybe like 8 months or whatever it is now. And I've seen a few bands, but I don't know any. Like I saw like a math rock band at one point. No idea what their name was. A couple
The Don't
metal
Add Ups.
bands.
The
Yeah,
Sunshine.
something like that. Yeah, they'll like break dance to every song, to kinda keep up with the polyrhythms and stuff. But yeah, I'm honestly, I did listen to a couple of the artists that have been on this podcast on the
cool.
Instagram and stuff. So Coda, like I really liked his stuff too.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah, that was like great.
So that'd be a great way to find out a bunch of local and regional players is just
Oh, yeah.
through Top Hill.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
For sure, man.
Not even just saying that. I actually,
Yeah.
I did find a lot of great artists through that. So.
Well, and it
Right
was weird that you said Coda, and it's like, oh yeah, that'd be. They would
Yeah.
vibe. It was total.
Agreed. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, so I've been listening to Routine Caffeine lately.
Okay.
They're great. And I mean, the last show I saw like local bands was with Alan. It's like Comforter, White Woolly, Lux.
That was recent, wasn't it?
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like,
Like a month ago or something.
yeah.
Kaiju.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
You do a lot of shows, don't you?
I try.
What was your last one you saw?
Blind Feline Z-Bar.
Speaking of Z-Bar, Hot Brown this weekend.
Oh, yeah, with
Friday
Mr.
night.
Please.
Mr.
That'll be
Please
a
and
great
Hot
one.
Brown.
Are you going?
When is it? Friday or Saturday?
It's Friday.
Friday
The
night.
yeah, St. Patty's Day.
Whoa. Yeah. Oops.
So that'll be
Sorry.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all want to do another one?
Yes, let's hear
All
a
right,
song.
what do we got?
This next song is called Groomer, and it's a little intense. That's all I have to say about it.
Bring it on.
You guys ready?
Did you mean to be so dirty? 'Cause it's been a few years now. These memories keep coming out.
Awesome.
Man.
I liked when you asked if we could cuss because I was like, gosh, I hope we can.
Go fuck yourself.
Listen, sometimes it just needs to be said.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One cuss word, all you have to do is just hit the little explicit button on the podcast. It's not that hard to do.
Let's just keep that button hit. How about that?
We might as well just like mark every episode explicit.
I mean, does shit count?
I think so, yeah.
Does it really? Because I
Yeah.
know I say something every.
I'm pretty sure shit count.
That's some shit right there.
Shit happens though.
It does. All right, so I guess what does the future look like for the group and for you?
That's a big question. I don't know. I mean, I feel like personally, I'm just kind of a ride the wave person. I definitely have goals. Like I said, I'd love to write for other people, and then I'd love to keep working with the band. I know we've talked about maybe working up to like a showcase or, just honestly getting out there is the first step. So
Yeah, just plug away,
booking some
type
more
of deal.
shows. Yeah.
So what about the writing process? How, you've been writing since you were a wee lad, since St. Patty's coming up. A wee lad. So, what does, do you have a ton in the bank that you're ready to do, or are you constantly writing new stuff? What does that look like for you right now?
Yeah. Writing lyrics and melodies is definitely my favorite part of music. It's just kind of my jam. I have a lot of stuff that's already written, but I kind of like working under pressure. Like, I have the EP coming out. I don't have a date for it yet. Hopefully,
No pressure without a date. I mean, you got to
Right.
put a date on it. What are we doing?
Right?
Yeah.
I was putting pressure on myself of like, I want to get stuff out. I haven't released anything since April. So I have 5 songs that are going to be on it. And then I think we're going to release our own EP too of the stuff, like some of the songs that we just played here. Just more of that like live sounding style, I guess. I didn't say that super well.
So the EP, is that all stuff you've done on your own, or
Pretty
like
much. Yeah, I work with my friend Callan. So we're co-producing this one.
killer? And it's really neat that you have that compartmentalization of being able to go, this is this. You can do something live. You can even take those and convert it. It's just, I think it gives you a limited range of things you can do.
Yeah. You usually
Definitely.
write on a piano, or do you play any other instruments?
I'm self-taught on all of these. So when I say play, I use that term loosely. But I play guitar, piano, ukulele, and a little bit of bass.
Cool. That's a lot.
So what do you write on mostly?
I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I get on a kick with guitar, but usually piano.
So when you started writing at 5.
Mhm.
So basically, do you still like use these instruments mostly as a writing tool, or do you try
sure.
to? Okay, cool.
Yeah, because like I could have accompanied myself on guitar, piano at the shows. Like it would have been like blocking out chords or just very basic strumming.
Right.
So I use it more as a tool.
Cool.
I want to be more skilled. I just don't think that's where like my brain wiring is. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, it definitely seems like you got the songwriting gene,
Mhm.
and then there's a lot
Yeah, I
of
like the lyrics.
Yeah, well, and melody
And the
too. That's
singing,
like
yeah.
that's, and then the chord progressions. So you can write that even if you only play a string at a time.
For sure. Sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know what chord I'm playing, and it might just be like a really funky one, but
Yeah,
it works out.
yeah,
Doesn't
Right on.
matter. Who cares what you
Yeah.
play, as long as
Yeah.
it's getting the sound where it needs to be,
legit.
It's very, very interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where, the group goes, where your songwriting goes. And like I said, the versatility is just awesome.
Yeah, how many acts have been on here that have been, I guess, like this new? Not because you guys don't sound new. You sound like you've been a band for a long time, legit, which is awesome. Yeah, but has that?
Generally, that's a good question. Good co-host question, Dusty. Generally, it's not necessarily people that are super established. We've had a ton of people that are super established,
Mhm.
and it's mostly people that are playing a ton. So it is very interesting. But also on that point, a lot of people don't have as many plays on Spotify as you do. You got one with 20-something thousand, 27. All the other ones have 6,000 to 8,000.
Mhm.
So it's like, now that the songs are there and you have the stuff to do, it will definitely be interesting, because I feel like you're going out loaded to where a lot of people build from nothing. You go, well, I've got these couple songs and I'm going to go play these at an open mic.
Yeah.
or start to build that and build those relationships. But you're kind of in a different situation. I don't know if I don't know if your dad takes any credit for that. Just kind of giving you like a sense of not jumping the gun or something. I don't know if it really makes it more of like you're coming out of a cannon instead of trickling into the scene. So I mean, if you could, showcase would be great, but playing in like the Monarch or Kaiju or someplace where people listen to original music, where that's what they're going for, and they can hear what you're doing and hear the songs and hear the versatility and the originality and the melody lines and then the background stuff and what's going on. And you have so many of them coming out of the gate. I mean, I don't think that's normal.
No.
In a good way.
Like I'd say a lot of, often it's kind of, you throw a handful of songs together and then you kind of figure it out as you go, having an arsenal of tunes before you actually kind of really having that foundation. I think it's a really, like you said, having a cannon.
Especially original stuff, because I think the way, especially, guys like us that play guitar and do a little singing, and you start with the cover stuff and you go out and you play, I'm going to go play covers at O'Shea's for 4 hours, and you do it by yourself. If you're the guitar player, singer, you get a band together, and then you start writing a little bit and you go, well, I got this song I'm going to try to do, and you kind of try to sneak it in and you do those, and you kind of evolve into becoming an original artist instead. I just think it's wholly original and really cool. But all right, so to our listeners that want to follow you, listen to you, see what's going on with you all, where can they find you?
Okay. Well, my music is on all streaming platforms under the name ENNA, which is all caps, I believe.
It is. That's a necessity, by the way.
Yeah.
Search in all caps.
So it's ENNA. And then my Instagram is ENNA Music 777.
All right.
What about you guys? Do you have anything you want to plug? No.
We're going to stay in the dark, let you be in the light.
Jackjaw.
Yeah.
Go see Jackjaw.
Jackjaw,
Max
there
Hideaway,
you go.
April 15th.
Are you taking new clients back there?
Always.
There you go. Come see him.
Where April 15th?
Max Hideaway, and I don't even know if it's April 15th.
That's in Indiana. I know where that is.
Yeah, New Albany.
Hey, I played a couple shows over at old Max Hideaway when it was still smoking in there, dude.
Yeah, they got rid of that.
Thank God,
Dude,
yeah.
I had to leave that show because
I almost had to leave that
there was
show.
a guy next to me smoking a cigar indoors, and my eyes were like just bloodshot, and like I had to go outside. And
That
I
was
was like,
within the last, 4 years or so.
I was like, where am I right now? Is this really happening?
You're in America, boy. Like it.
Gotta smoke my cigar wherever I want.
Like I said, that is, I'm told, God's country.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
No, you can, but you can no longer smoke in Max Hideaway. So come on over and enjoy a smoke-free night. April 15th, or
Yeah, I think.
taxes due, come listen to some music. All right, you guys. So you're going to take us out with one more. What's the last one?
This last song is called Static. It's also unreleased. I want to say this is my favorite song I've ever written, but I don't know. I've started to love all of them, which is probably a really good thing. This one's fun. It's just kind of about mental health stuff. I feel like I write a lot of sad songs.
That's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of the greatest ones
It's
are
just my
sad.
thing.
I mean, I don't think I listen to a bunch of happy songs, to be honest.
I
with
say
you.
when I write happy songs, they're so cheesy. I'm like, no one wants to hear this. They want to hear the sad stuff, you know?
Ren and Stimpy, Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy, best happy song of all time. You can't write a better one than that. Sad songs are cool too. All right.
Getting caught up again. in a personal note. Hey, I don't know what I thought would come out of this. I can't stop myself from acting like a kid. I screw myself over by talking in circles. I'm just digging and digging and no light at the end. I light a candle just so I can watch it melt. You wanna talk about some damage? Well, I need psychological help. Oh, I don't know what I thought would come out of this. I can't stop myself from acting like a kid. I screw myself over by talking in circles. I'm just digging and digging, and no, I can't comprehend how you can access your mind's off switch. I'm hardwired to feel like static on television. I'm somewhere between the black and the white. I'm just making noise so you know I'm still alive. I hope you know I'm still alive.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite too.
Thank you. I love that one.
Yeah.